What is up guys, how are you all doing? In today's video I'm going to be making a tutorial on how to make flares like these.
For the record, yeah. For the record, yeah. For the record, for the record, yeah. For the record. Been a little too nice to y'all. Now I gotta up price for y'all. Snake eyes on dice for y'all. Shoulders on ice for y'all. Frozen. 8-6 all the hate. I won't get involved today. Got lost in the balling age. I'm flipping the bars. I'm flipping the.
So we have opened up Premiere Pro and I'm gonna show you two easy ways to create your own flares. The first one is actually just using stock footage. It's extremely easy, so I'm just gonna go over it extremely quick. After that, I'm gonna show you how to make it yourself so you can customize it however you want. So the first thing we're gonna do is obviously import our clips, pretty easy. The second thing you're gonna do is gonna go to YouTube and search in free flare stock footage. You're gonna find a bunch of clips here and there's a bunch of them that are free. Pick whatever you like, make sure to check out if they're free or not. I already have a clip downloaded, so I'm just gonna import it on top of my drone shot. And as you can see right now, we just have a bunch of flares on top of a clip and you can actually see the clip below it. So that's not really anything we can use, but it's pretty easy to adjust. You just make sure to click on the flares, go to effect controls, blend mode, and you select screen. And now as you can see, we have the flares going on while the clip is playing out, as you can see right here. It's looking pretty cool, and this is usually something you would do in like a vintage situation. You want a vintage look to your films. This is pretty much all it is. You can then obviously go and play with the opacity and stuff like that if you want it to be a little bit less eye-catching. It's really all up to you. You can just play around with it. And yeah, this is a very easy way to get flares. It's completely free, it's completely legal if you make sure to get a clip you can actually use. But this is not really anything that takes any skill, so let's try and make our own flares right now. So the thing you're gonna do is you're gonna go down here, right click, new item, and then you select color matte. Depending on your sequence settings, just press OK. You want to select a color that reflects whatever your scene is kind of showing. So in this case, I want to make it orange because it's going to be a flare coming from the sun. Yeah, we're just gonna go down here, make it like sunny, like orange, and yeah, I don't really care about the name. I'm then gonna put it on top of my drone clip, and as you can see right now, just like before, it's just solid color on top of that, so that's not really useful whatsoever. The first thing we're gonna do is that we're gonna crop it because we don't want the flare on the whole screen. We only want it to be in the corner or only in the center. It depends on where you actually want the flare to be. In this case, I want it at the top left because as you can see when I mute this, the sun is in the top left of this clip. So I want to make sure that the flare is there when we import it. Import it? I don't know if that's the right word. Who cares? But yeah, you're gonna go to effects, you're gonna search in crop. We've done this a lot of times on this channel. Just stay tuned. Put it on color matte and go to effects controls. I'm gonna crop it from the right because we want it to be in the left side. So, and also from the bottom. So now it's just in the top right. So now we have a perfect flare, as you can see. Just joking. Okay, the first thing we want to do is we're gonna feather the edge because we don't want this solid edge. It just looks, you know, it's not a flare. So we just turn this all the way over to our own liking, and as you can see, it kind of turns into a flare right now. And as you can see, it also becomes a lot bigger, so I'm gonna adjust this just a little bit more. Just like this, maybe. There you go, that's fine. But right now it's also still looking a little bit awkward. It's just very orange and probably a little bit too harsh and stuff like that. It just looks unnatural and doesn't really fit the clip whatsoever. Once again, we're gonna go to blend mode, and usually I would pick linear dodge add. It depends, sometimes that's a little bit too harsh. You can also pick, I believe screen was pretty good, and I think screen is a lot better on this one, as you can see. And yeah, I still think it's a little bit too hard, so I'm gonna go to the opacity, which is right here, and I'm gonna turn that down just like that. And as you can see, we've added a flare, and this was actually pretty much it. I'm just gonna mute it here, and as you can see, we added it in again. Small little detail, it spices the clip up a little bit. I think it looks pretty good in this situation. You could maybe turn the opacity even further down. You can also just, you know, go all in and then have it at 100. It's all up to you. But as you can see here, we have no flare, flare on. Very big difference, and you can just play around with it however you like if my mouse wants to cooperate. Great, thank you. But yeah, this is pretty much it. And then you can, if you wanted to move around a little bit, you can play around with the crop. You can just go to the keyframes on the crop, play a little bit around with it. This is not personally something that I've done many times, but we can try it a little bit. Let's say we just want it to go a little bigger and then a lot smaller again. Let's see if that even worked. As you can see now it's moving. Probably make a little bit more space between them. Try again. Still a little aggressive, but I think you get the point. You can kind of just move around the keyframes, play around with the crop so it moves a little bit in and out or down and up and whatever you like. You get the point. Okay, this is how you make your own flares. You just gotta go in there, play around with it, make some keyframes and make it move around. Or if you just want it to be staying in the corner at all times, then that is perfectly fine and that is very easy to do. So now you know how to do that. I hope you learned something new in today's video, and yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, all that. And I'll see you guys very soon with another video. So goodbye.